Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Kendall Arnold fishing. Today we're going to talk about something kind of hot and kind of heavy. It's been on my mind for a couple of days and I think maybe we just need to go ahead and talk about it. So a little less than 2 weeks ago, I believe, something big happened on the market. The Googan squad released the Googan Baits. They've been kind of keeping it secret for a little while. It's been heavily talked about in the tackle world, and since ICAST just got done, we've seen the people's reaction. I thought maybe it'd be a good time to talk about all the hate surrounding the Googan squad and the Googan Baits and exactly what the big problem is, the big problem with Googan Baits. If you've been on YouTube and checked out the fishing scene any at all in the past year and a half, 2 years, then you've heard about the Googan squad. John B, Andrew Flair, Lunkers TV, and I'm missing one. Who am I missing? Parrot. Yeah, Parrot, Big Nose Boy. They're all really cool guys. I've met most of them. They seem to be really nice, authentic people. And I think that's what a lot of people don't understand about the Googan Baits. Nobody believed in these guys. Nobody, really gave these guys a chance. I heard one of them say back in, I think it was Lunkers, 2 years ago whenever they went to ICAST, and Lunkers had 68,000 subscribers. Nobody even, looked at him like he was a nobody. And now he's there with the rest of the guys in their own booth. And there's been a lot of hate surrounding exactly what they're doing, and I find it to be kind of weird. You see, the Googan Baits are pretty interesting. A lot of people are comparing them to Strike King baits and other baits. Rob even made a video comparing some of the plastics to other baits and how different they actually are and how they're not copying one another, which is hard to really get across to people because it seems like everything in the tackle industry has been done. Everything is just reinvented. As Fluke Master said, they're just reinventing the wheel, and I don't think that that's a bad thing. I think that that's something very interesting, and they've put a lot of time and effort into that, I believe, and I think it's legit. Like, I don't think that this is some big, money scam or something like that. From what I understand, the baits are priced pretty, well. I believe they're like $5.99 for all of them, which doesn't break the bank at all. They have Scott Martin backing them, and as much as Scott, likes to have a lot of companies behind him, I think that he actually does believe in this wholeheartedly. He used the Bandito bug, I believe, here on Kentucky Lake, fishing Carolina rig in a place that I actually know very well, and just having him there, I think, really kind of shows people the authenticity and even makes a lot of other people upset to a point that he's a part of this. And here's what I don't understand: the hate. You see, just as Lunkers said years ago, nobody even gave them, a look. Back then, social media fishing wasn't a big deal. It wasn't anything. You couldn't get anything out of it. There wasn't nothing to be made. And now with this new, chain of kids, young adults, even grown adults, using social media to buy tackle, it makes sense. But it's the OG fishermen, tackle buyers that don't understand it, and I think that's where all the hate comes from. They really seem to not like what they're doing because it's working. It's working very well. I mean, they sold out of their inventory in 24 minutes. I don't know how big their inventory was, but whenever I checked, about 30 minutes in, they were already completely sold out of everything, which sucks because I actually wanted to try them out. I know that these guys have worked hard on it, and I don't think this is some, BS money scam. I think that this is legit. Hey, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you like this kind of content. We're gonna have a lot of cool stuff coming out the next couple of weeks, so be sure to check that. My camera's falling. It's other tackle companies that realize that these guys have such a big, following that they're actually a threat. I can understand that. There's a lot of young anglers out there, a lot of people that really like them, and the fact that they've made their own thing that we can have a part of, it makes sense why other companies should be kind of concerned. I don't think it's going to be a huge deal, but I do know that they're going to be mass producing all of this stuff. They've said it before and they'll say it again, and soon we're going to see it. It really is going to be a big deal, and whether people like it or not, it's going to be there. Personally, I don't believe that there's anything, shady about the baits. once again, everything seems to be reinvented every year at ICAST. They've done something a little bit different, different plastic, different scent, different salt, all that different stuff. I don't think that they were out to copy anybody. I think they were out to make a bait similar to other companies, but make it even better. And that's exactly what I believe that they did. Given there is one similarity that is pretty substantial, and that is the little flange on the big worm. I forgot what it's called. It does look a lot, extremely like the one that Strike King produces with a little flange on it. And Lunkers came out and said that they somehow managed to go through the patent and work with them through it. Of course, the brand that they had to talk to, I guess, was Strike King. And I can understand where that little flange comes from, because I'm pretty sure that they worked with Steve Parks of Ragetail to design these baits. I know they spent a lot of time with him earlier in the year, and that makes complete sense. The only thing that I'm not understanding is I have a really good friend that works very close with Strike King, and he told me that they had no kind of anything to do with the Googan Squad. They didn't go through them at all. So that is kind of sketchy, and I don't really know how that's going to work out. But if they said they went through it and they're mass producing these baits, and I guess they're being legit about it. So that's really all I've got for this video. I really noticed something weird there. The big problem with the Googan Baits isn't the baits. It isn't the people making the baits. It isn't the people promoting the baits. It's the actual consumers. It's the OG consumers that don't know exactly how to deal with this social media marketing. And I think that they find it to be a really big threat. And I'm not gonna lie, it probably is. I wanna thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you right here next time.